Let's nerd out together.
One of the presentations is called Miss Lippencott at the Well, the story of a colonial medicine vial and a modern CRM lab. CRM stands for Cultural Resource Management Lab. Essentially, at some point, according to their website, at some point between the late 17th and 18th centuries, a young woman in the affluent Lippencott family in East Hampton Township sought treatment from a local druggist who supplied the bespoke medicine in a plain glass vial. Once the contents were consumed and it was of no further use to Miss Lippencott, essentially she tossed it in the family well, and completely forgot about it. An archaeologist came across it several hundred years later, and this talk is the story of Miss Lippencott's vial and its unlikely survival into the 21st century is at once remarkable and a fairly ordinary lab-side glimpse of a CRM project. Here is why that is interesting to me, because the Lippencott family in East Hampton Township started with a gentleman named Freedom Lippencott, who had moved from Shrewsbury to East Hampton. His family had come over from England. They had settled in Boston and Massachusetts, and they had moved down to New England, as a number of Quakers did. They made their way from Massachusetts to New Jersey, many of them settling in Shrewsbury. Well, Freedom Lippencott moved to East Hampton Township. And why that is fascinating to me is because Freedom Lippencott, on my father's mother's side, is my 10 times great-grandfather. And so then the Miss Lippencott in question, I am reasonably certain, is his daughter, Mary Lippencott, who married a Francis Borden, but Mary Lippencott lived from 1691 to 1759. So if this vial is from the late 17th, early 18th centuries, then this would be perfectly right within the timeline of Mary Lippencott before she married Francis Borden when she was still young Miss